Hey guys, so today we are going to be doing a best of 3 versus Fevzi. Hopefully you guys enjoy. He's a very good friend, very good German player. He's won the Champions Cup. He's won a bunch of other tournaments. So hopefully you guys enjoy. It was nice to set it up with him. He also streamed it on his Twitch channel at twitch.tv/FevziOE. The link will be in the description as well. And also I will link his YouTube as well in the description. Thank you guys for coming and watching all these videos. I greatly appreciate it. It's super awesome to just have this kind of support on the channel, and obviously I'm continuing to grow. If you guys haven't already and you guys enjoy the video, make sure to comment below who you'd like to see me best of 3, and make sure to drop a sub if you guys would like to support the channel and you guys enjoy the kind of content I do. And also make sure to check out my professional coaching, which is down below, and also make sure to join the Discord where you guys can get access to free resources and teams, and make sure to check out my Twitch where I stream every single day basically except for Sunday. So thank you guys again, and I will see you in the video. So here we are with the best of 3, guys. We are going to be playing against Fevzi. If you guys do not know, Fevzi is a very talented German player. He's a really good friend, so we're going to be recording our battle versus him. Should be very fun. He's actually streaming this, so if you guys want to check out his end of battle, it should be on his Twitch channel. But yeah, guys, I'll have his socials linked in the description as well. If you guys do not know what we're using today we are going to be using Benji's team that he used in Players Cup and Andrew Ding's team. I really like how the team plays, wanted to use it, wanted to give it a shot, so that's what we're going to be doing today. So, guys, hopefully you enjoy this, and yeah, let's just get right into it. Let me get the battle started up. All right. I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to bring. I'm not exactly sure what he did bring, but we'll see. All right. Looking over here, we see that, what's it called? Okay, so Fevzi brought his team that he used in Players Cup, but there is a bit of an alteration with the Koko, so that's definitely interesting to see. Rotom Heat does look very good here to deal with most of the team. I actually really like Rotom Heat. I think Rotom Heat here does a lot of work. I kind of like the idea of still bringing Thundurus and Urshifu. The only thing is I think he may lead Koko to respect that, so I kind of want to lead almost Nihilego and Clefairy, and then have the option of Rotom Heat and then potentially something else in the back. I do think I may want to bring no Thundurus because he doesn't really have Intimidate anyways. I'm kind of curious. Maybe Urshifu could be good here. Yeah, I actually like Urshifu here in the back. As soon as we remove the Koko, it puts us in a decent spot, so I'm okay with going for that. Also, too, Nihilego's like very good here besides the Metagross, which is like something that we can deal with if he leads it. So shouldn't be too big of a deal. I'm kind of curious to see how he leads into us. He has a couple of different leads they can go with. Screens is always an option, but it's not something that I particularly always like enjoy or I enjoy using myself. I usually still like the idea of using Intimidate. However, in this format, I do think screens can be a little bit more invaluable. That being said, I'm kind of curious how he's going to lead. I think he does bring his Urshi because his Urshi seems kind of good here. I'm wondering if he'll lead Entei Grimmsnarl like he did. So we played in Streamers Cup like last weekend, and I used a similar team to this, and he led Grimmsnarl and Entei into this. But Koko may also be what he's using to deal with Thundurus, so that's why I'm That's why I'm leading with the Nihilego this time. So we'll see what he does. Let's see. What does he lead? Or what does he lead? Yeah. Okay. Koko Entei. Okay, this is perfect. This is like actually the best lead we could have asked for Nihilego wise. Like this is actually perfect. He could have Bulldoze on his Entei, which is something we need to be aware of. But yeah, this is like a very, very good lead on our end. So I'm like very happy with this. It would have been bad if he had led Metagross, but he did not lead Metagross. So we're kind of in a good spot here. So I have like a few options here. I can just follow me Meteor Beam. That's if I think that he's going to let his Entei go down. He could also go for a Heart Swap in the meta. And like protect his Entei, which I do think is likely as well. I think he was actually Wisp Sacred Fire though last time, right? So I wonder if a Helping Hand here would be appropriate. Yeah, I'm actually okay with that, because if he swaps in the meta, we punish it, and if he protects on Koko, that's fine. In Streamers Cup, his Entei didn't have Protect. He may have changed it, so obviously this could be a bad play, but this is what you scout for game 1 anyways. So, what is he going to go for? If he maxes Koko here, and he's physical Koko, and he just snipes our, us, that would be kind of concerning, but we'll see. Okay, so he's maxing the Koko. I'm curious to see what he's going to do, because I guess that means he has a couple of potential options here. Yeah, I really wonder what he's going for here. I guess he's going to go for damage with the Koko. I wonder if he's physical with Airstream. All right, let's see. I went for Helping Hand here, so we'll see if that ended up working out properly. He goes for Max Lightning. That's fine. He goes in Nihilego. I'm assuming he's physical, maybe. He is physical. Okay. So that's something I was wondering about. So he is actually physical Koko, which is good to keep in mind. So that means if he's Life Orb physical, that means that's something that's going to actually pressure our Nihilego a little bit more. So that's something that we need to keep in mind for future games. So that was a pretty good turn one from him. I mean, it's obviously like putting a lot of pressure on us, so we need to be able to like deal with that. I don't think the game's over by any means because our Rotom can still boost up. And he did max first, which is putting him in a little bit of a negative spot depending on what happens. So yeah, I'm going to go for a Nasty Plot here. Going to go for a Protect. I'm kind of curious. He's probably just gonna Snarl and like maybe Lightning into the Clef slot. If he Lightning's in the Clef slot, we're just covering for it. If he Lightning's in the Rotom, it's not too big of a deal because we do have Citrus Berry, so that should be okay as well. It's kind of just about stalling out his turns and then just cleaning up with our back, so I'm kind of okay with this. That being said, we do need to keep in mind that like he could be what's it called? Setting up for something like the Urshifu in the back. That being said, as long as we keep our Rotom at like decent enough health, we should be okay. So we'll see what he does. But yeah, that turn one was really good from his end. I wasn't really expecting a physical Koko, to be honest, so that's kind of annoying. I maybe should have Moonblasted here because it is kind of obvious what I did. However, I do think like it's still okay. All right, Snarl comes out here. If he misses, that's kind of nice, but like it doesn't really matter. All right, Snarl comes out here. That's fine. He lowers our special attack. Perfectly puts us in range for our Citrus, which is good. I'm kind of curious to see if he's going to... Yeah, I mean, we're going for Nasty Plot after him, right? So that means we're getting our Nasty Plot off after the fact. I'm kind of curious if it's better to double Protect here, or like not double Protect, but I'd rather try and play for a Clefairy and Rotom endgame. Because he is going to go for a Max Lightning again, right? Let's see. Nasty Plot comes out here. We could go for a swap, or we could go for just a straight attack. I almost think like low-key I kind of want to kill the Koko. As quickly as I can, and I think like a Helping Hand Max Flare may be a good way to do that, to be honest. Because once I remove the Koko, right, my Urshifu in the back kind of like does a good job of cleaning. The only thing that I have to keep in mind is like whatever his back is, obviously. If it's meta P2 though, which I do think it is, we could actually be in a decent position with our late game Urshi. So I almost want to go for like a Max Flare and then like go for the double Protect because the double Protect's actually kind of useful, but I'm going to go for a Helping Hand here just because like it's not guaranteed that we get the double Protect, and Helping Hand would probably put us in a better position. At least put the Koko in the range of like something like Sucker Punch or whatever. So, but now that we know he's physical Koko, that means that like we can kind of deal with that in the future, right? So like our lead from game one was actually very good for us. It's just that we let the Nihilego go down, but had we done something else in terms of just going for a Meteor Beam and a Follow Me, we could win. So that's something good to keep in mind. Honestly, a crit here would be really nice. I don't think we're gonna get the crit, but like yeah. Yeah, this time he's gonna target in the Clef. That's fine, respectable. Clef takes that fine. I'm kind of curious to see if he goes for a Sacred Fire. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, he goes for a Snarl. That's also okay. If we had gone for a Nasty Plot there, that actually could have been okay as well, to be honest. So maybe going for a Nasty Plot there was the play as well. That being said, as long as we clean up his Koko, our Urshi will be pretty good at dealing with it in the back. So, let's see. Okay, that goes down. That's okay. All right, so the Koko's low in health, which is good for us. He does have Life Orb. I kind of want to, I kind of just want to mash Max Flare into his slot because I can kill his Entei with my Urshi later. So, like, if I just go for a Protect here, that's fine. He can't do anything with his Koko. I kill him through Protect. If he Volt Switches in anything or U-turns in anything, he's still dead anyways. So, it's not a big deal. I just want to remove his Koko so that I can deal with his other Mons in the back pretty comfortably. And then, like, if I can first force his Urshi out first, it's actually kind of better because then I'll be able to, kill the Urshi, right? Which I want to deal with beforehand. So, we'll see. I could have also gone for a target into the Entei to weaken it down for Wicked Blow from my Urshifu. But, like, Protect's not going to save his Koko. His Koko's still dead, so it's fine. Yeah, Protect comes out here. That's fine. That was kind of obvious. I mean, I guess he's just scouting for my Clefairy Protect. He's going for Snarl. That's just smart. I mean, I can kind of ignore his Entei, to be honest, for a while until I just, like, kill everything else. And, like, that's kind of what I'm aiming for. If I can kill all of his other slots, like, I'm actually doing okay. Because Max Flare is still going to basically be normal powered off of Sun and then Helping Hand versus his Urshi if he brings it in. And if he brings in meta, obviously that's not great either because then your meta's not in the best spot. So, we'll see. That being said, his Entei is chilling here. He brings in Porygon 2, so this is something that's going to be interesting to keep in mind when we're playing this, because he does get the special attack boost, which is actually pretty bad for us. That's definitely not what you want to happen here. That being said, we have two options. We can try and swap in our Urshifu safely, or we can go for something else. I don't think he's going to Snarl again because he feels pretty safe. I think he's actually probably going to go for a Sacred Fire. That means like one of two things. We swap out our Rotom to try and keep it safe and we go for a Double Protect. Or we go for, what's it called? Or we go for a Moonblast. But Moonblast isn't really doing much, so I kind of want to go for a Double Protect here. Let's see. All right, we're going to swap out a Rotom. The reason why is if he keeps snarling, we're not actually going to be doing that much. So it's kind of like I want to reset my Rotom. And I also want to, what's it called? Get my Urshifu in to kind of start dealing more damage. And like if I'm able to deal like a Choice Band close combat, that would kind of be better. The Double Protect here is really good. It protects our Urshi next turn. Sacred Fire into the Cleft. That's really good. Double Protect solid here. He's going to go for a Trick Room here. So yeah, that was kind of expected from Fevzi's end, to be honest. Like he wants to Trick Room up, so... Now we have to debate, are we going to follow me or what are we going to do? So I know that he's probably going to go for a Wisp. Wisp from him is probably a safer play. So I'm going to actually bait that out, and I'm going to go for a swap into Rotom, and then go for a follow me. The other thing I could do is I could just go for a close combat here into the P2, to be honest, and just hope that Sacred Fire doesn't burn. If he has Will-O-Wisp, I hope that he misses. I really need to remove the P2, so I wouldn't mind targeting into it, to be honest. Do I go for a triple? Like, I could just go for Helping Hand, to be honest. But then he may double into the Urshi, so it's not necessarily better. Unless I think my Urshi is going to be able to live. You know what? Urshi is kind of bulky. It has 181 HP, so I kind of feel like it may be able to live. If it doesn't live, it doesn't live. Because, like, we're already in a negative spot, so it's kind of like you want to be able to deal with it. Yeah, we'll see. Tri-Attack is probably going into the Urshifu slot. If he's... Okay, no, he targets into that. That's fine. So, the Helping Hand close combat may actually be able to pick up the P2. The burn will be annoying. He misses. Okay, so he misses. So that's really good because now we actually have pressure onto his the rest of his team. So we just kill his P2 there. That's like solid on our end, and then also too we have the Rotom to be able to like pressure the Metagross in the back if he has it. So we'll have to see what he does. He may end up going for a Sacred Fire this turn just because like he kind of wants that kill. But yeah, we'll have to see. Let's see. Let's see. All right, that's fine. He does have his own Urshifu in the back, so that's really interesting because I actually think we have a way of beating him now. Because he kind of has to go for a Sacred Fire here if he wants to kill, and also Overheat probably killed his Urshi. I don't know if he's Sash or not because it requires a double to kill him. I could make the read that he's not Sash, but like I don't know if he's banned or not. I think he's gonna protect, to be honest. So I kind of want to just double into this. But then if I get that wrong, I'm gonna be kind of upset. I kind of want to just double target the Urshi because I think he's going to call me to like double target the Entei. I also don't know if he's banned or not. If he's banned, then that sucks. But like if he's not banned, then that sucks. But like I don't know for sure, so I'd rather just target into it and not risk. I think he's about to timeout. Okay, nice. Okay, so yeah, if we get the close combat off here, we're in a really good spot. Oh, that's really bad, actually. Because now his Urshifu's going to go first. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, actually. That's like the opposite of what we wanted to happen. Oh, okay, he went into Urshi, so that's like okay. Yeah, that's not great, though, to be honest. Like, that was definitely not what we wanted to happen. Yeah, his Urshi going first was actually, like, very bad for us. We didn't want that to happen at all. He doesn't have a good way to hit our Rotom, though, which is kind of nice. But now that he's paralyzed, we kind of need him to get paralyzed, or else it just kind of sucks. So I'm just going to do this. I could Nasty Plot here calling this, but I kind of need to just target his Urshi here and remove it. That was a little unfortunate. I think had we not paralyzed there, we would have just killed his Urshifu there, assuming the Sacred Fire doesn't kill us. But yeah, now he just gets a Wicked Blow off. So like that kind of sucks, but it's like whatever. He played well. Also we got a bit lucky there with the Will-O-Wisp miss anyways, because the game technically should have been over at that. I guess maybe not, because you would have landed your close combats, right? But yeah, that physical Koko did catch me off guard, so it's like good to keep in mind for the future game. Of the next few games. So that's kind of what I want to keep in mind there. Adjustments for game 2. I know he's going to lead the Koko, so there's no reason for me to what's it called? There's no reason for me to like not lead Lego, I think. That being said, he could adjust. I kind of want to go with a different lead here. I think I want to actually lead Nihi and Urshifu this time. Reason being, Nihi and Urshifu is actually pretty decent at pressuring a lot of his mons or his leads. So that way, if he leads Metagross, I pin that, and if he leads Koko, I pin that as well. Because what I can do is this time I can max instead, just to live, and then I can swap in Nihilego just to take the Koko's hit and just remove it. That being said, Koko still threatens a decent chunk of damage, so I have to be aware of that as well. Yeah, let's do this. I really still feel fine about what I brought. I don't think what I brought was incorrect by any means. It's just about kind of like positioning myself a little bit better because his back was Urshi, right? So that means he's probably bringing Entei, Koko, Urshi, and then P2, which I think is a valid bring. He's a little bit scared to bring the Metagross because of the Rotom Heat and the Dark Urshi, which is like totally understandable. So kind of curious to see how he adjusts from there. I think had I led something different into what he led, it wouldn't have been that great anyways. I still think Nihilego was a good lead, but I think he may adjust the Metagross considering that he knows I want to lead Nihilego. So yeah, let's see what he does. I wonder if he'll change it up or if he'll go for something similar. It kind of depends. He has a couple of different options there. So let's see. I think that he's probably going to go with a similar bring. He may bring the Metagross in the lead. That's the only variation I really see coming from him that I think would make a lot of sense at least. Let's see. What is he going to do? I also think maybe he could bring the Grimmsnarl if he wants to set screens. But Grimmsnarl is kind of weak to Nihilego, so he may not want to do that. When I played him in Streamers Cup, he didn't have the Koko, so the matchup versus Urshi was a lot worse for him. That being said, now it's a little bit better, you know. So let's see. It's funny too because he brought 2 Urshweeks in the back as well. Grimmsnarl and Porygon 2. Okay, so this is really good because we really pin his lead like really really badly. Because this puts so much pressure on his side actually. And I could go for a Wicked Blow here to cover for a P2 swap, to be honest. Especially if he goes for a Reflect. Does he go for a Reflect though? Because I kind of want to go for a Wicked Blow. He could go for a Spear Break, though, which is the main thing I got to keep in mind. I could go for like a few things, right? I have a few different plays I can go for. I can go for a Swap and a Sludge Bomb, right? Or I can, what's it called? Just go crazy with the Ursha immediately and just close combat. I'm kind of curious if, like, I could maybe close combat and, like, ignore his Grimmsnarl. Because, like, if I ignore his Grimmsnarl and I just go for this double, like, it could put me in a really good position. Like a Wicked Blow and a that or a close combat. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I know this risks the early Spirit Break, but I actually feel okay about just like kind of playing the Nihilego game and protecting my Nihilego. So yeah, just Meteor Beam plus close combat should just like pick up the KO here. I could have done this into the Grimmsnarl as well. That being said, I just felt more comfortable doubling the P2 because it covers for any kind of swap. And then what I have is a redirection after. We did miss, which is like kind of annoying, but as long as Ban kills, it's fine. It doesn't make a difference. It's basically the same turn. I get my boost, so like that's what was important there. Had I gone for the Meteor Beam into like a swap, that could have been worse because then I wouldn't have gotten the kill. But yeah, this is like fine. All right, that's fine. Now I have pressure on his Grimmsnarl as well. I also have redirection. The only thing that I have to be wary of is his Metagross, but like as long as I use my Rotom correctly, I should be okay. So let me bring in my Rotom here. The reason why is because he may have meta in the back and he's trying to like play for the meta endgame, and like that's kind of what I need to protect against. So, or what I need to like make sure doesn't happen. So let's see what happens here. I think too, if he's smart, he may do something else, but like let's see. Yeah, he does have the Metagross. Yeah, so that's why we're bringing in the Rotom here, just to protect versus that. I do want to go for a Sludge Bomb, kind of. We also do have a Max that we can just go for. I wonder what he has in the back. Because, like, we could just go for... So, the thing is, he may have Weakness Policy, which obviously, like, isn't super great. I kind of want to just play for the end game of, like, Rotom versus the Metagross. So, if I just do this, this is fine. Because I kill his Grimmsnarl. And then what I do is I managed to just stall a turn where he goes for a Rockfall, I think. Because I think he is going to Rockfall me. I know his Metagross has Rockfall, so he does have a bit of pressure with that on. So it'll be interesting to see what he does here. I think, too, the other thing to keep in mind is just that Fevzi has the potential to, like, just, like, read this and go for a Quake into the Nihilego slot. Because, like, technically there's nothing punishing that. However, like, obviously that means he's going to ignore the Rotom for a turn, and if he gets that wrong, that's like really bad on his end. The Max Quick, though, could be really good from him if he reads this. That being said, the Rotom endgame is still really threatening for him, so I don't think he's going to, like, be super happy if, like, he just has to ignore it for a turn, you know? Or he has to, like, try and deal with it for a turn, so yeah. Let's see. And I do think that he has a few different options here. He's going to probably light screen. Yeah, he's going to light screen to set up for his, what's it called? His, whatever in the back. Sludge Bomb here is really good from Nihilego. Should just be able to pick up or bring him really low on his Grimmsnarl. It does just pick it up, which is really good. We're just getting KOs here, which is like kind of the big thing. As long as you're able to get KOs quickly, like it's putting you in a much better spot than the opponent. Max Rockfall. Okay, so he did go for Max Rockfall, which means we got the read correct, and that means that we're going to, what's it called, successfully stall a turn of his Max, and then it also means that we're going to have pressure with our own Nihilego on his Urshifu, which is really good because we can just follow me here or double protect. I'm actually okay with the double protect here because Sand is going to chip away the Urshifu's sash, and you could just follow me next turn and then Max the Rotom and win the game. So, yeah, we were able to get him with that. We did know that he had that, so it also helped. I do just want to double protect here because I do think his Urshifu may protect. That being said, if his Urshifu doesn't have protect, this is kind of a throw. So actually I'm going to Sludge Bomb here and follow me to just keep the pressure on. And then what I can do next turn is then I can go for a Max Flare, or I can Max Guard here and protect, just like stall a turn. So we'll see what he does here. Because I do think he has a couple of potential, like, decent options, right? It's just the Nihilego puts on so much pressure with its Sludge Bomb that, like, he really has to respect it. And also, too, I'm playing for a Rotom endgame where I'm just able to beat him with it. And, like, as long as I'm able to do that, I kind of just win the game, right? Because, like, there's not so much he can do about that. So he may also be trying to read my Clefairy swapping in the Rotom, because my Clefairy can actually swap in the Rotom pretty legitimately. That being said, it's still probably fine for me if he reads that, because, like, that means he's going for Rockfall. So he did go for Sucker Punch. He was trying to connect on the Nihilego, I guess. If we just pick up his Urshifu here, we're probably okay, to be honest. Oh, we get the poison there. I think Sam would have picked him up anyway, so it's not too big of a deal. Quake comes out here. That's fine. And we redirect with the Follow Me, which is really good. So, like, that's solid as well. Yeah, now we just redirect. Urshifu dies, and then we just go for a Meteor Beam here, just so we can try and get some damage on the Metagross. And then we can max our Rotom when the Clef dies, so that's fine. Yeah, we just Meteor Beam with the Nihilego here. We should just get some solid chip. Nihilego's like really strong, even though it's like obviously light screen and like Quake. So Nihilego can definitely put in some work here. And also too, like, we're also okay with Clef going down here. Clef's done its job. Fevzi got a little concerned, I guess, about the Clef just kind of like or rather about the Rotom swap, so that was good from us. I don't think he's gonna bring Metagross again, to be honest. I don't think he's gonna bring screens again, specifically. Like, but the thing is now with this Koko is, like, he can't really catch us off guard either because, he can't really catch us off guard with this Koko either because we know now that his Koko's physical. So, like, our lead of Clef Nihilego is actually pretty decent into him now that we know that info. So, all right, let's see. That's fine. Follow Me comes out here. Okay, Meteor Beam, that's fine. We charge up. And the benefit here is that now we can go for a Max Flare next turn and go for the Meteor Beam, which is really good. And, like, if he goes for a Rock Slide, it shouldn't kill our Rotom. So he's going to go for a Rock Ball here. He's just going to try and catch our Rotom on the swap if we get him with it. The problem is, obviously, we're not going to risk it. There's no reason to. And now our Nihilego can just charge. And now we can just max our Rotom and kind of clean him up. So that was the plan from us anyways of, like, what we wanted to do. It was just about kind of like executing that properly so that you're able to do that and win. So yeah, let me just click Max Flare here. Meteor Beam should do a decent chunk. I don't think it's going to kill, obviously, but it should do like a fine chunk of damage. We'll Max Flare here. But yeah, so like even a Rock Slide shouldn't be able to kill our Rotom. The reason why is just because like even though he's +2, it's a Rotom, and like obviously we're maxed, right? So like we're pretty decent. We're pretty decent in terms of our bulk. Like, Rotom's a pretty, like, fat mon in general, so it shouldn't really just die. But, yeah, let's see. Kind of... let's see. What's he going to do? If he protects, that's kind of smart. Okay, he didn't protect. I mean, protect doesn't really do much, though, because then I get Max Flare up, so it's fine. Oh, my God, that still did a lot, to be honest. For a Nihilego, that still did a lot. Or, like, for a not very effective, like, move. Okay, he may live. No, he dies. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I was going to say he may live, but, like, yeah. I mean, it just makes sense that we just killed. So yeah, he just faints. But that was a well played game on both of our ends. I think his Metagross mode, I understand why he did that, because like he basically, his intention is like, okay, if I remove the Urshifu, I'm going to be able to like win with Metagross, but like my Rotom Heat was something he had to respect and get to before it could just like play the end game like that, and like he wasn't able to do that. So I'm kind of curious to see how he adjusts in this game 3. I wonder if he's going to bring the Metagross again, or what he's gonna do. I think we can pretty much like guess that his Urshifu's banned at this point, because like he had a lot of situations where he probably should have just protected his Urshifu if he could. So I'm assuming it's banned Urshi. All right, let's see. I could lead something different this time, or I could lead something similar. Another good lead I can do is something like Rotom Heat and Nihilego. I do kind of want to go back to my default lead of what I was doing. Reason being, he's probably not going to lead P2 again, knowing that I can pressure him. And he may go back to his Entei Koko lead, and this time I can go for a redirect, which would really like be bad for him. That being said, if he has meta, that could like not be as good too. So it's kind of going to be interesting to see how he adjusts. I don't mind Nihilego and Clef in the lead, though. I do think that's fine. Let's see what he does. Because, yeah, I mean, like, the no Intimidate on this team kind of sucks for the Koko. But, like, again, it wouldn't really play a role versus, like, anything else. He is bringing, like... it's funny because he actually is bringing, like, all physical attackers besides the P2 most of the time. So, like, the team itself is 3 physical... or all physical attackers. But, yeah. You guys can't hear the music because I'm, like, listening to copyright music, so I have to, like, obviously mute it. But, like, I'm listening to, like, a bunch of Green Day stuff right now and everything. It's kind of dope. But, yeah. Let's see what he does. I wonder what his adjustments he's thinking of doing are. Because, like, there are a few things he can do to try and, like, put himself in a better position. In terms of, like, maybe leading the Koko again. Because the Koko does put a decent amount of pressure on me. Or he could go with like something similar to what he did last game, but like adjust it a little bit so it's not as weak to like Nihi plus Ursh. Let's see what he does. I'm going back to the reason why I'm going back to Nihi plus Clef is just because I think that he's gonna adjust his lead again and not like let the same thing happen twice. That being said, I don't know for sure, but oh, he's leading Urshifu and Tapu Koko. Okay, that's kind of cool. I can respect this lead. I think it makes sense given what he's doing. I don't think there's anything wrong, though, with, like, clicking Follow Me and, like, Sludge Bomb, to be honest. I could also click, Sludge Bomb in the Ursh. It depends, like, if I think he's going to max again. Like, if I think he's going to max again, I can actually just put myself in a better spot immediately. Or what I can do is I can go for a Moonblast and then swap in Rotom. Because, like, regardless, I kill his Urshi, right? Which is, like, kind of good. I don't know if Max Nihi is the play. Like, I feel like a late game Max versus Fevzi's team is just always good. I kind of want to Follow Me here. Or Sludge Bomb and Moonblast. Which, like, that only gets punished if, like... that only gets punished in very, like, few situations, to be honest. Like, he would have to double target into my Clef to, like, stop the Moonblast from coming out. Or he'd have to swap Urshi, right? And then that would be a bad turn. I'm going to Follow Me because it's a bit safer. That being said, obviously... if he just reads that, it's not super great either. Like, I could just Moonblast here into his Ursh. Yeah, so I should have Moonblasted here into his Ursh, to be honest. That being said, like, we can still kind of, like, beat him. I wonder if he goes for a Flutterby, if he has, like, Flutterby, or, like, Flutterby, whatever the hell. And he goes for that. If not, we're kind of okay, to be honest. Like, if our Clef takes both hits, we're actually in a very good spot. Let's see. I could have gone for Meteor Beam, too, to be honest. He may go for a Sucker Punch here, like, predicting that, like, I didn't do something, I guess. I don't know. Or he just goes for a Wicked Blow. Or even a Poison Jab here could have been okay, to be honest. Yep, that's fine. Clef takes it. It's bold, so doesn't surprise me. If Sludge Bomb poisons here, we're in a very good spot. Like, this is going to do a lot of damage anyways, to be honest. If he didn't get poison, that's fine. I'm kind of curious, actually, whether or not... I'm kind of curious on whether or not the Sucker Punch into Koko would be a good play. Because I don't think it'll kill, but it could put us in a decent, like, position. Alright, let's see. I do think we want to bring in our Rotom here. Like, our Rotom's really good, and the Urshifu endgame is really good here. So I have two options here, basically. I can do one of two things. I can protect my Nihilego, calling that the target's going into the Lego with the Lightning. And then he's going to go for a Wicked Blow into my Rotom. Or I could call the double target into it and then go for a swap to take, like, the hit. and then like save my Nihilego. But my Nihilego doesn't do much. The good thing here is that he's wasting his like Koko really early. I kind of think I just protect here, to be honest, and then I go for the Max Flare. Because then what happens is like if he's locked into, I think he went for a Wicked Blow, right? I'm pretty sure he went for a Wicked Blow. He has to swap unless he's Sash. And if he's Sash, then like I think our Urshi lives the close combat, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just want to clean this up almost, right? Yeah, I want to clean up the Koko. If he max guards Koko here, like then he made a good play. If he max guards Koko and Wicked Blows Nihilego, it's actually like terrible for me. But like I don't think he's gonna do that just because of the nature of like how risky it is. I think his safer play is just to go for a Lightning into the Nihilego here, and then go for a Wicked Blow into it. But that being said, it kind of depends on what he does, or like what he thinks is more appropriate. Because like he has a few different plays. If he max guards there, I wouldn't be too surprised. Our Nihilego protects, so that means he's not protecting his Koko. He may double into Nihilego anyways. Goes for Lightning again. Yeah, we know he's physical. We should take that. I don't know if he Wicked Blows that slot, then it's a little bit different. Because we're just cleaning up his Koko there. He is going to Wicked Blow. Okay, that's fine. So, like, basically, what we're doing here is we're just kind of forcing him back to his back. And, like, if we can force him to his back Mons, then we could maybe potentially clean up. Kind of depends what he has in the back, though, obviously, because, like, there are some things that could be, like, threatening. I do think late game Wicked Blow, though, has, like, so much pressure versus his side. Like, Max Rotom in general, like, late game Max Rotom, since it seems like he's banned Urshi to begin with, seems like it would be very good versus him. So yeah, we'll see if he's banned. I think he's banned based on how he's been playing it. If he reveals Sash game 3, I mean, then he just played well. I haven't seen enough of its damage rolls to know. Because, like, the Wicked Blow versus, like, my own Urshi, when it did so little, like, that doesn't necessarily mean it's, like, banned or not. Because, like, it was such little damage because of, like, the typing, not because of the damage. If I had, like, I guess maybe it would have been better to pay a little more attention to that. I do think he may not be banned. But, like, there's no way to know, to be honest, until we, like, just do this. Let's see. I wonder what he's going to bring in. Because if he has Meta in the back, that's pressured by Wicked Blow. And if he brings in something else, that's also pressured. So. Because I have a Max Flare that I could just blow up his Urshi. Let's see. What does he do? He must be really concerned, honestly. Because, yeah, it doesn't seem like he has much for our Rotom, to be honest. Because, like, if we kill his Urshi, we win the game, to be honest. Like, he has nothing for us if we kill the Urshi. I just want to close combat. Yeah, close combat here seems really free. And he doesn't have anything that can swap into it comfortably. And if we Max Flare here, if he's locked in a Wicked Blow, game's probably over. Or not, like, over, but, like, it's definitely not great. If he has close combat here and he goes for it and he doesn't kill us, then game's definitely over as well. Because that means he probably has Meta in the back and we just clean him up. This probably isn't the best spot for him. If he's bringing in P2, it's definitely not a good spot. I don't think he has Entei in the back either. If he had Entei, I think he would have brought it out. Because he could have gone for a Snarl or something, right? But I don't think he brought it. I think he brought Meta. So yeah, we'll see. Late game Rotom Heat is just like very good versus his team. If we live, we're fine. Oh, he kills us. Okay, see, that's bad. Because now we can actually lose the game. So if we, what's it called? We're able to take that hit, we would actually be okay. But now it's actually kind of a bad spot. Because, I kind of had the inference that he may have been Sash. But, like, there was no way to know because of, like, the damage roll. Like, the Wicked Blow on the Ursh was just, like, something that was kind of, like, bad. Because, like, it's, like, not really a great way to tell damage. I guess he would have done a little more, so that's kind of my oversight there. But now I think he's in a decent spot. Because, like, again, I'm banned. If I had lived, because I saw I had a little bit of bulk on the Urshi, so I thought I may have been able to live. I don't know if he's Adamant Sash. If he's Adamant Sash, if I had just outsped his Urshifu and killed his P2, I could have just won the game. Now it's not so great. I think I just have to kill his Urshi, though, right? Because, like, if I just ignore his Urshi's just going to beat me. So I can't really just, like, do that. Oh. So he has Entei in the back. I still think he wins, to be honest. Like, I think he has more than enough to be able to deal with my Rotom, which is the issue. I mean, if Fevzi played this well, I could have gone for a Lightning here. I think a Lightning may have been better, to be honest. Oh, was that a crit? Oh, that wasn't a crit. Okay, that was just damage. I was like, dude, that was a lot of damage. We are faster with our Rotom, though. That being said, like, there's too many turns of Trick Room, I think. Or there's too many turns, like, where he's just going to get damage off with this P2, where we're not going to be in a good position. We could nasty play here and like try and play for our win con, like of like critting overheat, I think, and then like being able to snipe his Urshi fast enough. But like I don't think we have enough to like deal with it. If we were Jolly banned, I think we would have had a chance because like we could have outsped his Urshi. But like yeah, it was a bit tough after that first like turn. But yeah, I think Fevzi's in a great spot now. He just goes for tri-attack. Fevzi played really well. This was a really good set. Like he played really, really well. The main thing that came into play this game 3 was just kind of about like the management of the the Koko, the Nihiligo, the Wicked, the Urshi. So like the play I made where I protected Nihiligo wasn't necessarily wrong because I didn't have much to do there, right? Like I could swap in my Urshi and sack it off, but like Urshi's so good in the end game versus this stuff. But like that being said, now that I know his entire bring, I could have brought Nihiligo and it would have been better. Or preserve the Nihiligo and it would have been better. So that's just like, but that's like a hindsight thing. Because like you're taking a risk there, right? So let's do overheat, I guess. Let's just see if we can get it. I don't think we're going to be able to get it off. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we win. Because he went for Sacred Fire, so he's just going to do too much damage. But yeah, good against the Fevzi. Let me send him GG. But yeah, guys, so that is our third best of 3 that we've had on the channel so far. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Fevzi's a really good friend, guys. Make sure to check him out. I'm gonna link his channel in the description, everything as well. Super good player, like very talented player, very good friend. Definitely one of the people I miss the most, like not being able to see him in the circuit and stuff. So make sure to check out his stuff. I'll have his links down below, and I'll see you guys in the outro. Hopefully you enjoyed that best of 3 versus Fevzi. Thank you guys again for checking out the video. I will have his links in the description. A very talented player, very good friend. So definitely was good to get to play him. Also, make sure, guys, to check out the professional coaching link down below where I offer professional private coaching to everyone. Make sure to look down for the Discord link where you guys can join to get access to teams, just extra help. We have a great community there of over 1,000 people. So it's super good to be in that Discord as well. And also make sure to check out the Twitch where I do a bunch of other kinds of streams. I talk about educational Mon stuff. I talk about grassroots circuits. I talk about a ton of different things. And I try to make it as educational and informative as possible, along with some fun battle spot streams. So make sure to check it out, guys. Thank you again for the support on the video. Make sure to leave a comment and let me know who you'd like to see me best of 3 next, guys, okay? Thank you again for all the support, and see you in the next video, guys.